In our last video, we had a scenario where some college kids had a white powder found in their dorm room. We found that we had 49.5% carbon, 5.19% hydrogen, 28.8% nitrogen, and 16.4% oxygen. Now that's all well and good, but it's much more interesting to find out what exactly that chemical is. To do that, we need to find its empirical formula. An empirical formula is a chemical formula made from the simplest whole number ratios of the moles of elements within a compound. Cool. Okay, so we're starting with percents of elements. Right now, the easiest way I can think of to turn a percent of mass into a mole for our ratios is to pretend I have 100 grams of this compound. If you had 100 grams of compound, that means that your percents are equal to the amount of grams you have of each of those elements. Now that we have a gram amount, we can change these grams into moles by dividing by the molar mass. For carbon, that's going to be 12.01 grams per mole. For hydrogen, that's 1.008 grams per mole. For nitrogen, that's 14.01 grams per mole. And for oxygen, that's 16 grams per mole. That gets us around 4.121565 and change moles for carbon, around 5.1488-ish moles for hydrogen, around 2.05567 and change moles nitrogen, and about 1.025 moles of oxygen. Okay, now I don't know about you guys, but these numbers do not look like whole numbers to me. The way we find our simplest whole number ratio is by literally making ratios out of these moles. I'm going to divide all of my moles by my smallest number of moles in an attempt to try and get some whole numbers. My smallest number in this case is the oxygen number, the 1.025. This gets me around 4 moles for carbon, around 5 moles for hydrogen, almost exactly 2 moles for nitrogen, and an on purpose 1 mole for oxygen. That means that my empirical formula for our mystery white powder compound is C4H5N2O. Now, this formula may not be the molecular formula or the actual formula of a compound, but it is leading us in the direction of the identity of our compound.